gonna do kind of like a in the news kind of thing today. We haven't done one of those in a while, and I believe we each brought a topic to the board. Anderson, yours sounds actually really interesting. I want to hear yours first, bro, because that sounded like super honestly deep.
So my news that I brought to the table today is that recently 6 Days in Fallujah, which was a game that was announced back in 2009, is coming back from the brink and actually is going into is releasing to some. They haven't said which consoles yet, but some consoles and PC. And if you don't know, 6 Days in Fallujah was a game. Well, it is a game that is about the Iraq War, and it is a game that went a different route from other shooters in that they use actual military personnel and veterans, their stories and experiences within when they served during this term in the Iraq War. They specifically selected out Iraq veterans and I think Afghanistan as well. But they're coming back after about what was it, 2021, 12 years of being off the grid, because when they first were coming out with it, they were partnered with, I believe it was Konami, and when they first announced this game, everybody around the world got upset and said it was going to be too real. They didn't want this in their game. It was a disservice to service members and yada yada yada. Basically, just like condemning this thing to a quick death. And Konami fully backed out, and they said, "All right, we're not releasing it. We're done partnership with this game." So they have floundered and they have survived. And now they're finally releasing it without Konami's help or anything. It's solely independent now. And there is still controversy surrounding this game, even now. And since they're releasing it independently, they're just like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna do it anyway. So
are they just like, is there controversy just because it's too real?
That, and I would say it's because it's too real, and then also it is based on true events, and people don't want that.
Well, so I guess my take on that would be, look at the backlash that the movie American Sniper got. The Chris Kyle movie.
Great movie, by the way. Like, honestly.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very good movie.
But that movie got a lot of backlash, and then after it came out, a lot of people were coming out saying that Chris Kyle was actually like a piece of shit. And like was really like wasn't even a patriot to his country. He just did it because he liked killing people. But it's like the controversy that comes out. The big thing that my takeaway on anything military based, especially modern military, is people who have controversy with those games are not. And this is a hot take. So anyone in the chat, let's fire it up. Anybody who has controversy with those things have a hard time swallowing the reality of what's happening.
Oh yeah, fully. Yeah. I completely agree with that.
And
they just want to live in their bubble. Like that's it.
And the realistic side of it is, games like that, especially when they get first take statements from soldiers who lived it.
You're going to get some fucked up shit.
Yeah, like it's not all sunshine and rainbows when you go over in the desert, homie.
No, it's called war for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought war was happy.
If you mean happily burning down a village, sure.
But it makes it's honestly very interesting to see, because you don't ever hear those hot takes on games like Call of Duty, where it's a fabricated form of war, or even like Medal of Honor, which really focused more so on like the old world wars. Like it wasn't really, you never really got any heat on those games,
except for one. Modern Warfare 2 had the no Russian mission.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
yes.
That's the only one I can think of, like, which was
there was some controversy with Battlefield. What was it? What's the one in World War One?
One.
Battlefield 1. There was some controversy with that, with veterans actually having PTSD flashbacks and stuff like that playing that game, which, I mean, yeah, I understand it, but at the same time, it's a game. Well, now what they're going through, that's completely different, and I hope they seek out the help and everything that they need for that. But
yeah,
I mean, and at the end of the day, it's a game. And when it comes to people that take offense to these kind of things, especially if they come from like real life experiences and stuff like that, It's kind of, I would say it's more selfish on their part, because if I see that game and I want to play it, and then they tell me I can't play it because it's too real and all that stuff, I'm like, well, did you live in that situation? Did you serve? No. Then why are you telling me about it? Unless a veteran comes up to me and says that game is actively harmful, I'm still gonna play it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just, like I said, I think that's where the hot take comes from, is people just don't want to, like, well, actually, like Sam said, people want to be in their bubble, you know?
Yeah.
No one wants to live in the reality of what's going on. And you look at it from the standpoint of, you look at all the old Call of Duty games when they were based on the World Wars, or the Medal of Honor games based on the World Wars. It's kind of like reading a textbook. You know, you can go to school and read a textbook about the previous wars that have happened all day long. Might not seem so intense,
Yeah.
but then you get a book or a movie of actual real life takes that happened not what 20 years ago, or less, and you start to think, oh shit, you know, that happened in my lifetime.
Yeah, and the shit fucked up.
Yeah. You know, people, those bullets coming out of those guns kill people. It's not just a video game. That's a real life telling of what happened. So it's like, but people just can't wrap their heads around that, because if it gets too close to home, that's when people start getting, I don't want to use the term offended, but more so opinionated or
Self-righteous, because honestly, they have no basis or anything to be offended.
I wouldn't even say self-righteous. I would say I would say opinionated, because self-righteous, like,
Yeah, you're right. I don't think self-righteous is the right word I use. I think that's incorrect.
Well,
it kinda
everybody these days just like thinks they're right, and if you disagree, fuck you.
Yeah, everybody's
Honestly,
a redditor,
like,
basically.
yeah, there's no conversation, there's no debate.
There's no debate or-
Yeah, there's no. It's basically like, if you don't think this, then you're wrong, and I cannot be wrong.
yeah,
Like, you know, and that's the ultimate problem with it, and that stems way further than just like a little controversy with a video game. But
yeah.
we're not here to talk about all that.
Oh, no.
No, we want to live in our own little bubble of video games and video games and video games.
That's it. No, I
The
think,
gaming bunch where everything's fucked.
that game's gonna be really good. It's definitely gonna be intense. It's definitely gonna be what's the word I'm looking for?
Immersive.
Immersive. Thank you. Yes, absolutely immersive. It's really gonna give. It's gonna be nice to actually have a real telling of what took place.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for me, I'm excited for this game, and I can't wait till it actually does come to PC, because I will be playing it.
Yeah, no,
If they have a bomb-ass campaign, because that would set this in motion.
Yeah. I mean, so what is it, like a single player campaign, or is it online, or have they like said anything like that about it?
They haven't said anything like that about it per se,
Okay.
but I do know from back when it was being released and everything like that, they were looking at like kind of like how Modern Warfare 2 was going about. Like, there was a single player campaign, but they're also going to do multiplayer.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I was wondering if you like, because, you know, there's like Squad or Arma or something like that. Like, I don't know if it was something more like that, or, but I'm assuming if it's like accurate retellings, then yeah, there'd have to be some sort of campaign.
Yeah, and I'm also interested in how the mechanics and stuff are going to go with it as well, especially if they're trying to go for an immersive feel, how it's going to actually contribute to like American armed forces or anything in Iraq, just like the gun mechanics and loading and stuff like that. Everything good on your end, Joe?
my dog is just being a jackass right
Yeah,
now.
I just see you going like,
Like, so my dog. So I got as I said last week, I got a new desk, and it's a lot of room underneath it. Where before my old desk had enough room for me to slide into it, and that was it.
Yeah.
And he keeps sniffing at all the electrical sockets, and I'm like, I don't want to catch all this on fire. Back up.
get one of,
Stop.
you should get one of those little
Go.
boxes that you can put all your power plugs in. That's what I have
Lay
on
down.
mine. Just
lay
one
down.
helps clean it up a lot, and two, yeah, keeps the
down.
dog from accidentally.
Go lay down. 1 second. Go lay down. No. All right, lay down here.
Oh, hey, Sugar's here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, what's up, dudes?
Oh, hey, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, shit. All right. I'll let you guys do your thing.
It's all good, man.
See you later.
See ya.
Peace. We're off the rails. We're off the rails tonight.
Yeah, we should.
Honestly, I am not surprised because today Anderson and I both had power outages multiple times. My internet was out for a few hours and didn't come on until honestly, it felt like right before we started.
Honestly, it was like 6:30 your time.
Yeah. So it's like everything that has gone wrong could, but we're here. We're here. Hi, Sugar. For those who
Yeah, we're here. Maybe not in the right state of minds, but we're here.
we're here. No, what I was saying was with that game, it's gonna be awesome to get a real life telling of that, especially without I really appreciate when game developers take the time to do fact checking and history checking. Like that's why I enjoy, and I've said this before, that's why I enjoy Assassin's Creed so much, because the developers take the time to understand the culture of the areas that they're around, understanding what geography looked like, literally all the way down to simple measurements of any kind of like architecture or what have you, like anything like that. When someone goes that deep into fact checking, and even is going as far as with a game like this, it's something that happened in our lifetime. When someone lived it and they go talk to them and saying, hey, we want your account of what took place, like that's huge to me. That's really going to make a good game.
Yeah, I can't wait to see all the veteran react videos to this game on YouTube.
Although I hope, considering it's been technically sort of kind of in development for 12 years, I hope it doesn't look like shit.
True.
I just see you eyeing Julius like,
yeah.
He's just staring at me like I didn't do nothing wrong. For those of you who don't know, I have a 140-pound pit bull.
Thing is massive.
God.
He's an enormous teddy bear.
Damn.
I wouldn't say Teddy. Okay.
He's an enormous teddy bear. I love my dog. He's great, but he has a hard time listening because he's got a big head, no thoughts. He's just kind of like, he's got that look on.
Hey, y'all think he being mean? Nah, that's true.
I mean, hey, some dogs are just like that, honestly. Like, it is how it is sometimes.
Our old dog Natalia, she was a much smaller pit bull. She was about 90 pounds, 90-pound pit bull, and she would give you judgment looks. She would look at you like from across the room, straight up staring at you like, what you got?
Yeah. Yep. Dog, you got some food?
What you doing?
You want to hook it up?
But
yo, you carrying a G?
go on, Julius. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. Good boy.
All right, we're taking bets as to how long it'll take for him to come right back.
2 minutes.
I bet one.
On 2 minutes.
I'll put 5. So we're looking at 7:24 or 8:24 your time right now. So let's see. Chat, put your bets in the chat as well.
drop them in the donuts.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Whatever. However many minutes you think is how many dollars. Hope you don't think an hour, although we'd appreciate it.
If you have $5, give it to us.
Yeah.
No. So did they say? Did they give an idea of when that game will be out?
Just a second. I put my phone away.
Nope. That's wrong.
So,
Nope. There it is.
yeah, that's about right. I just saw it.
Is it? Nope, not that. Hang on. Nope.
You'll find it eventually too. I give you faith. They didn't say the exact month or anything, but they said it will be coming in 2021.
So definitely this year.
Yeah,
It's probably gonna be a silent release then.
probably. You'll probably just see it pop up on Steam one day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which
They-
is fine with me.
They didn't say any like early access or anything like that, did they?
No, not the
Is
day
it-
release.
Now, I really wonder how in depth they're gonna get, because a lot of, unless you're on a major title like COD or Medal of Honor,
We're on a major title, Konami.
so
But
Konami
Konami-
is backing it.
No, not anymore. They dropped it because it was too controversial.
Okay, well, what I'm saying is, unless it's a major title like COD or Medal of Honor or something like that, there usually isn't much multiplayer background to it. Like, they don't go super in depth. So I'm wondering if it's just gonna be a campaign-based game.
It's possible.
Might
Well,
be.
I feel like for it to have any kind of longevity, they need some sort of multiplayer. Like even
Because as we
Do we also try to talk at the same time?
yeah.
nope.
No, what I'm saying is, like, I wonder if it's gonna be like, if it's mission based, like if you actually play through the missions that are told on those first-hand accounts of what took place, like, because it, Battlefield kind of had a similar concept where it was mission based, like you would go and run the missions or run the storyline of the person within those missions. But I'm wondering, since this is so realistic and so close to home, if it's going to be just mission based, where you have a plethora of missions you can run through or a plethora of storylines you can run through from the perspective of each soldier that they spoke with, and then let it be that. Because the hard part is if it's a military based multiplayer game, it's not really going to get any traction regardless, because you've got all of these other military based games that have already controlled the market, or at least some sort of shooter-based game that's already controlled the market on multiplayer. So
That is true, except I would say I'm kind of watching this one because it's not a military game that just went off one of the wars or something like that. It went off the Battle of Fallujah, which is a very controversial conflict that happened back in 2004. Because that one very much had some. I don't quote me on this one, but I'm pretty sure that battle had some issues with the Geneva Convention when that conflict happened, especially considering there was civilian deaths and everything like that.
Yeah.
oh, for sure.
Yeah, you don't really see COD and stuff touching those kind of battles. I mean, with the exception of World War One and World War Two, because they're world wars.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, that I definitely say I'm 100% excited for that, and to see how that how that comes out. And I'll definitely be playing that when it drops.
Yep.
All right, Samuel,
Yes, sir.
what's yours?
Me.
So next scene for me, or next topic, I should say, is IKEA is actually launching in collaboration with Asus. They're doing the whole like Republic of Gamers thing, basically gaming furniture and accessories and everything. Hey, Ghosty Bell's following now. What's going on, Ghosty?
About time.
Took you long enough. And so let's see. When do you guys get a Twitch? We've announced it in the Discord. Ghosty.
Speaking of,
Shows you have
if you're not
paying attention, huh?
if you're not a part of the Discord, you should be a part of the Discord.
Yeah.
Join, because it's a lot of fun and a lot of a lot of big goth vampire memes.
Yes.
Mostly from Anderson.
That I am
Yeah.
responsible.
yeah. Yeah.
All from Anderson.
Step on me, big tall lady.
Yeah.
It's a power move. It's power.
Yeah.
I just want to test my limits. I'm not a massive.
He just wants his head crushed. That's all it is.
Yeah. Just no big deal.
Not just by your leg. That is one thing you're thinking about. There is multiple areas.
So anyway, IKEA is has announced a new gaming collection, which I'll post a link to the article I found in the chat. And so basically they have announced a lot of some things are cool, some things are kind of like, what the hell? But I mean, do we expect anything different from IKEA? And so they've got like gaming desk, standing desk, which has been popular for a while now. Like drawers, kind of specifically designed, or like little like kind of media cabinets and everything like that for like consoles, controllers, accessories, things like that. Gaming chair, and if you guys look at the article I posted, there's one thing on there, maybe two things that I have some questions. So one of them, and I invite you both to click on the link that I posted in the chat if you can. If not, I can throw it on Facebook. Okay. So just look at the top picture.
Are you talking about the desk with the monitors and the red lights?
Oh,
you're talking about the square box.
I'm talking about the hand.
The hand.
The hand?
Yeah. Did I post the right one? Yeah, I posted the right one. It's like for me at the top of the article, there's just a wooden blocky ass hand.
Not for us.
If you scroll down a little bit, maybe.
I have to say, you sure Adobe isn't looking in your search history?
Hang on. Let me do this.
I'm currently looking at an article from dzine.com.
But I posted in the chat, in the Twitch chat, I should clarify.
Oh, could you post that in? Oh, you can't access our Discord.
I can send it on Facebook. Here, let's do this.
I was gonna say, because I don't see what you're talking about.
So no, I found, so the Dezeen one was the first one I found, and they have some cool pictures there. But the Verge had a few more pictures there, of stuff that's available.
Oh yeah, I see the wooden hand now.
Yeah, so that is meant to be like an all-in-one kind of holder of stuff. Like if you scroll down some, they show it like holding your headphones and like a cable and like a couple other things. Like, but why is my question? Honestly. Like, I understand they're trying to be different, and like it's kind of hard to be a little different in the whole gaming world, because basically it's just gonna be like throw RGB or a bunch of fucking designs on everything. But that one just kind of seems a little odd to me. I mean, I guess
like that.
Yeah, I guess it's for some people, but
it is not for me, because if I came like when I wake up or when I go to sleep and I saw that on my desk at like 3 a.m, in black, I'd be freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, honestly.
Like trying to surface from my computer. Granted, I have a lot of them, but which one is this?
Yeah.
Now, I'm just like at first glance looking at these pictures. And chat, follow along. I wouldn't buy any of this. Like,
so some of it's a little cringe. I don't hate the drawer thing, like the little cabinet, like that's not bad. And the chair I don't hate. I wouldn't buy it personally, just because IKEA stuff's always too small for me. For reference, I'm like 6'7", 6'8", so like it's up there. But like, yeah, I don't think any like that would work for me. But I kind of don't hate the cup holder. Like,
I just want to know who's wearing a neck pillow while they're either gaming or streaming. Like, I just want to know who's like.
I'm wearing one if I'm like on an airplane, but I'm not wearing one while I'm gaming or streaming.
Yeah, like I feel like that's not any kind of ergonomic anything.
Yeah,
but I dig the cup holder though. I would probably go ahead and get.
Yeah, I'd go with a cup holder for sure. The
now,
cup holder would be nice.
And so
what is this multifunctional cushion and blanket? Bro, looks like he has a Snuggie on it.
Honestly. Now, if you go back to the article that you guys were originally looking at, what I do really like out of this, and I don't care for the design, but it looks like they have kind of clean black ones and white ones as well, are the little pegboards.
Oh yeah, the pegboards are fast.
So the pegboards are cool because one, it's versatile and you can do whatever the hell you want with it. But two, it looks like they have little kind of like shelf attachments for it that like fully box it in. And so like you can like display like your controllers or your headset or, you know, little figurines or whatever like that. And I really like the little magnetic bar that you can put like tools on, and then also how they have like the keyboard strapped up to it. Like honestly, it looks pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I actually kind of enjoy those pegboards. I mean, it'd be a bitch and a half to put up, but once you do, it's gonna look fat.
Yeah, honestly. Like I think that's really cool. Also the ring light is a cool idea, like as long as it's not priced like crazy expensive, because I mean you can buy a ring light on Amazon for pretty inexpensive, but
yeah, it's IKEA. I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean I like the overall concept that they're not just going for like just gamers. Like, you know, they've got like a few things in there for like streamers and stuff like that, but I think I might
it's kind of an all-around package, really.
I might go for that cup holder, to be honest with you. It's kind of cool. Like, yeah. Because like,
a couple things. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, right now my big cup of water is just like sitting on my desk, and like the straw gets in the way of my displays and everything. Like, I wouldn't mind having it like just off a little bit, you know, just to kind of get it up out of the way.
Couple things come to mind looking at all this. Number one, I like a wide desk, so I'm curious if it goes any longer than a 55 inch.
Depends which one you end up getting.
Yeah. I'm not I'm looking at this one picture here of the full display, like showing the shelving and the desk and the cleanliness, not like, you know, the whole red and black theme going on here with the pegboards behind it. I'm not big on the design work on the legs. Like,
no, same. Yeah, that's just too busy.
To me.
Yeah,
like, and it's also super busy on the pegboards. Like, if they came with just pegboards as like that metallic black look, oh yeah, all day long.
Oh, and they do, like, so if you scroll down some, you can kind of see it, like on the one with like the little shelves attached to it. Like everything behind that is all just plain black, and they also have like plain white as well. Because aren't you going for like a white kind of aesthetic with your new build?
So that's what I'm saying. It's like a solid look like that would be really nice. Like, I could definitely see it on this wall behind me back here. Like, I could definitely see me doing that whole wall with the pegboard look. Just a design back there to have it kind of like, if I ever turn my camera, you could see it and give that little ambiance. But that would be dope. I just think it's way too busy with all the graphic work. Now, I mean, the pegboards really, out of all of this, is what I would go with. The chair, the cushion does not look comfortable at all. That looks like your butt's gonna go and ruin that in a matter of a month, easy.
Yeah, it looks like a speed bump.
Really does. And then like everything else, I mean, it looks like IKEA made it.
I mean, yeah, and IKEA can have like a certain aesthetic, but
yeah.
Because I mean, right now a super popular thing to do is to get existing IKEA furniture and kind of build like a desk, like with like some of like the file cabinet kind of stuff, and then like a desktop or like a tabletop like attached to that.
Just build random or like better stuff.
Yeah, but before this desk, that's basically what I had. Is I had an IKEA desk, which you can buy like different legs for it, and so I got some that were like height adjustable because I needed it a little bit taller, and it worked great. Honestly, just my only complaint was it was a little wobbly, and it wasn't great quality overall. But I mean, it's IKEA. It's cheap. Like, it'll work in a pinch, and you can make it good if you just do a little bit of stuff like to it. You know, like throw an extra leg on the middle of it, or you know, brace it with some wood or something like that.
For sure.
Yeah, I just bought my desk like $30. So
yeah, mine was a bit more than that.
I'm not seeing that it's currently available. It looks like it might be dropping later this year.
From what I can tell, you are correct. They do have, like, so if so I'm on IKEA's website. They do have one of their gaming desks on there, and I think that's about it.
I say we could pre-order a fucking desk.
Yeah, and I think they've had the pegboard for a while, just not the gaming style pegboard. So like I don't see like the more gaming specific stuff. But I mean overall still looks pretty good.
I mean, honestly, you can go to Home Depot or Lowe's, get a pegboard, and just spray paint it black, and it'll do the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, these have kind of like your more like the controller clips and the headset holders and stuff like that. So they have like a few more things like tailor designed for gamers in this scenario.
But thus comes the question: does all that come with it?
Hell no. No. No, you buy the pegboard and then it's going to be the individual little clips. Now, fortunately with IKEA, typically the small little shit like that is actually pretty inexpensive. Like you can get them like it'll probably be like $3 or $4 if I had to guess. So
we got IKEA in the EA of furniture.
What?
I said we got IKEA out here being the EA of furniture.
Yeah.
Microtransactions, yeah.
Sit your ass down in this seat. You gotta pay $5.99, bitch.
It's like a lot of that. If I'm being real, like a lot of that, it looks cool, but it's nothing I would use.
Yeah. If anything, I might eventually go for the pegboard and the cup holder, and that's about it.
Yeah, I can see myself going for the pegboard, but that's probably about it.
Although I can probably go on Amazon right now and find a cup holder.
Yeah, like I'm looking at my desk now and I see plenty of space where I can put a cup holder for sure. I just don't know if I'd want to pay IKEA money for a cup holder.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to my gaming setup and everything like that, I'm more about functionality than looks.
Yeah.
Like if someone came in and says your setup looks like shit, it's like yeah, but it runs and it does everything I need it to. I was about to say, why are you in my house commenting on my shit? Fuck off.
I'm just curious. In that scenario, I'm just seeing like the mental image in your head of some random stranger just walking into your house, walking into your office and going, yo, your spot looks like shit. Like, like not any one of us. No, it's just some random person like walking in and you'd be like, why are you even here? Like, what are you doing?
That's when I reach over my desk and pull out my gun and be like, well, how the fuck you get in my house?
Get out now.
Get out now. Also, you're dog shit for coming in talking that kind of bullshit in my face.
Lord. Well.
And that's how you deal with people.
Jeez. I have a fun little topic for us. So those of you who may remember, not too long ago, we did an episode about CD Projekt Red.
Oh boy.
Look at here. They're back in the news.
Back at it again.
Yeah, and 2020, held no prisoners. Well, 2021 still swinging at them. Apparently, hackers hacked into CD Projekt Red's lovely little system and stole the source code for the Witcher games, for the Witcher 3, and for Cyberpunk. And Jesus.
I couldn't help it. I'm sorry.
And it is currently stated, from what I've read, that it sold for $7 million.
Hey.
Do we know who bought that? 'Cause $7 million
Not
is
that I
a
can find.
lot of money.
Not that I can find.
I hope it's like someone that's working undercover as one of their competitors, because that shit would be hilarious.
I'll read this. This is also on The Verge, who reported this as well. Hackers have reportedly sold the game source code and other information stolen from Cyberpunk 2077 and the Witcher 3 studio Project Red. Cybersecurity firm Kella released screenshots of a post on the hacking forum Exploit, allegedly posted by the attackers, saying that they've received an offer for the data from outside the forum. They added that they ended the auction at the request of the buyer. Cybersecurity Twitter account VX Underground subsequently confirmed that the auction had closed. On Tuesday, CDPR disclosed it had been the victim of a ransomware attack in which hackers had collected certain data from the company. It posted a ransom note from the hackers in which they claimed to have access to source code from the studio's most popular games, as well as an integral legal, HR, and internal. Geez, I can't talk. Internal legal, HR, and financial documents. CDPR said it would not give in to the demands or negotiate with the hackers, even if that meant the stolen data would begin circulating online.
Yep, I'm looking at the ransom note now, and it's definitely from some professional hackers.
Now, this is the part that blows me away. How?
Their cybersecurity wasn't up to scuff.
Clearly, you are putting out some of the highest grossing games in history. How
This makes me really glad I bought it for my Xbox One now, because if my data gets leaked, I can blame Xbox.
Well, I don't think so. From my understanding, it wasn't any data that was received
I don't
from
think
buyers.
I don't think it was player data at all.
No, it wasn't. It
I
wasn't
think it was
player
just
data.
internal data. Is all.
Yeah,
it was.
but I don't know, because they also said they took stuff from accounting, investor relations, and more. So I don't know if player data or not is within that.
Well, I mean, so I'm pretty sure if it was so if I could be mistaken, but I'm fairly certain that player data would have to be like, if that was attacked, that would have to be released to the public saying, hey, your information's been compromised.
True.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened with Sony every single time PSN got hacked
God.
with the PS3 and PS4.
Yep.
God, that was a lot too.
Oh, that was rough.
So, yeah. So, this goes on to say it is not known who purchased the data or how much it was sold for. So the rumor is 7 million. However, the auction was thought to have included source code for Thronebreaker, the Witcher Tales spinoff, The Witcher 3, a ray traced version of The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 2077, and copies of the company's internal documents. So what that tells me is that they had some legal documentation that just got brought to light, and if they're not talking about it, that means they weren't supposed to, like, that was something that was under wraps.
Yeah, that was something that was not supposed to be in the public eye.
Yeah.
Now, this does go on to say Keller previously reported that the starting price for the auction was 1 million, with a buy it now price of 7 million. These terms were subsequently verified by VX Underground as well. Although the hackers have not been officially named, one security researcher told Wired he believed it involved the use of the Hello Kitty ransomware, which had also been used to hack the Brazilian power company called CMIG. A spokesman from CDPR did not immediately return the Verge's request for comment. However, earlier this week, the company told Vice it is still actively investigating the incident. So, another question to follow up on this.
Not the Hello Kitty ransomware. God, that's old as fuck too. Jesus.
So, if they're actively investigating this, but they aren't willing to pay into the demands, that means they're not getting that game back. Like,
they're not getting any of that info back.
No, because the moment it's sold, it's in the wind. It's gone.
Yeah, I mean they stated in there you had 48 hours.
Like that's it. It's done.
I mean, I'd assume they have redundancies. Like, they have to have redundancies. Like, yeah, their cybersecurity might be shit, but they, like, I would hope that they have redundancies.
Yeah, you can hope all day long, but I mean, bruh, like, the fact that CDPR is even remotely being reported about this, I have no hope for them. Like,
I'm pretty sure they're honestly done.
Yeah.
I hope not. I really hope not, because
I hope not either,
Cyberpunk
but-
was a dumpster fire in terms of release, but I mean, it was still an awesome game. And I mean, Witcher is an awesome game. I mean, like, they put out good shit. And so, like, I'm really hoping that they're not done.
You're not wrong, but at this point, it's mistake after mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, I mean, there's really no redemption from this. Like, unless they could put out a game that just blows every other game out of the water, that is released to completion, might I add. Unless they can do that and not have any flubs like they've had over the past few months, like, I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, unless they partner with like Elon Musk and bring us cat girls or some shit. I don't see how they getting out of this.
Although, did you see, so kind of more into gaming news, so I'm sure you guys saw, I'm sure everybody saw, that Jeff Bezos is stepping down. And so the new CEO has been quoted as saying that he wants to invest a lot into the gaming side of things. And so, kind of calling it now, Amazon's going to buy CD Projekt Red.
I mean, they could.
I could see them doing that, actually.
Yeah. Because, I mean, CD Projekt Red is struggling. They need a restructure. Hella bad. Their developers are fine, but they need a top-down redo. Not saying
They
Amazon
need to update their business practices.
Yeah, Amazon isn't going to be great unless they really heavily invest in it. Because what was it? New World. Have you guys seen that game at all?
No.
So it's I played the beta for it, and so it's a open world kind of game where basically you are coming to the new world, but then there's like this ancient evil magic that you have to defeat. But the big difference is you can PvP in a lot more places, like basically everywhere on any world. You just have to be in like PvP mode to do it. And then there are like there are battles within like the different factions, and so like a faction can take over a city and then like kind of restructure it, and then somebody else can come in and sack it and stuff like that. So Amazon actually came out with that game. I think it's fully out. Honestly, haven't heard a lot about it since the beta, because the beta didn't do so hot. Like it was fun, but like it just, you know, it had its issues. But they did a good overall job. I think they just have some shit to work out. But I think if they put like those resources of CD Projekt Red and combine them with the Amazon sources or resources, I think that could do well personally. But
now, if Amazon's going to focus on the gaming side of things, I agree that I could see them buying up CDPR. But the big thing they're going to have to do is compete with Valve for how they release games, because their big market's going to have to be PC.
yeah,
Unless they somehow partner with Sony, which we all know Sony doesn't partner with anyone. And then they would also have to partner up with Microsoft, which doubt that
I
would
don't see
happen.
that happening. But I can kind of see them, if they do that they would partner up with Epic Games.
Yeah, I could see that, but I was just looking at this, and so the net worth that I'm seeing here for Valve is $1.5 billion. There's nothing stopping them from offering an egregious amount to buy Valve and use that as a distro service. Honestly, probably taking Gabe Newell with them to, you know, basically keep Valve as Valve, but basically use it to where Steam is not just a platform service for PC, but they integrate it into Amazon, just like they have Prime Video, where they have a gaming setup. So basically, almost like a one-stop shop for games, whether you're console or PC.
yeah. They kind of sort of tried to do that with Twitch, since Amazon owns Twitch as well. Like they have like a little bit of a game like store kind of.
Well, they definitely have a lot of rewards.
Yeah.
Like if you're, so for anybody out there who doesn't use Twitch, you know, we're new to it, but we did a little exploration on it, and there's a lot of rewards that gamers get for working with Twitch.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty insane. Like I didn't know they had that, and then when I got in there and tinkered around with it, I was like, there's like
whole lot of
a
back into the shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of skins, a lot of packages, a lot of different things you can get that are available to every game you play. And it would not surprise me if they made a push to try and do that, or at least have some sort of partnership with Valve.
Yeah.
But that's hearsay at this point. I mean, I'm curious to see. Amazon's one of those companies where I think, especially with Jeff Bezos stepping down and getting a fresh mindset in there, I could see something like that really taking off.
Yeah.
Because Amazon, their prime motive is to make buying easier for the consumer, to make it where you can buy what you need and it's to your house quick and there's no hassle. I could see them doing that, where they have an integration, a Steam-like integration within it, where, you know, this, you know, Halo Infinite's dropping, buy it on Amazon and you can get this, and this with it. If you're a Twitch affiliate or working with Twitch, you can also get this with it. And guess what? If it doesn't matter if you're console, PC, whatever it may be, you can buy it straight from Amazon. Like, I could definitely see that happening.
Yeah.
To make it much more streamlined.
That O face.
Honestly,
They could buy GameStop.
I don't see them doing that.
They could listen to me on this. Hear me out. Hear me out. they could buy GameStop and create what GameStop should have done to begin with, and that is an easy distro service where everything gets shipped to your house no matter what you do. Let's be real. PC players don't go into GameStop anymore. Really, there's no reason for console players to go in there anymore. But if they bought up GameStop, rejuvenated the storefront, and then also had distro service from all their main warehouse locations to be able to basically have a GameStop on the go, done. I mean, it would make total sense for them to do that. And if they do, everybody, GME stock, get on it.
To the moon.
To the moon.
Yeah, because at that point you're riding on Amazon stock as well. And oh boy.
Basically, yes. But if you think about that, it's almost the perfect storm. Because if they have, Amazon has enough money to basically like do whatever they want. Their only rival really, their only two rivals are Elon Musk and Google.
Apple.
Like as far as money goes.
Apple. No. So, well, Apple and Amazon are the only $2 trillion valuation companies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're talking money valuations, Apple's technically the other one. And if Apple wanted to, they could buy whatever the fuck they wanted. Like,
yeah, they could.
yeah.
Yeah, too bad they screw everyone over. So.
Yeah, but Apple product carriers don't care about that. They just want the newest and greatest.
It's true.
Got that
But
mind control.
also, if you think about it, Amazon could also go in the direction of really beefing up mobile games. No more of this indie app, mind-numbing, gameplay that you get, where you can play all the way to level 10,000 and still not do anything. Like you could really see a surge in mobile gaming because they have the ability to do it. There's a lot. We could speculate all day long on what they could do, but there's some big money moves that I could see. Unless like for instance like the GameStop idea, unless GameStop was just like, yeah, no, you'd have to pay us like 10 times our net worth to get the company. Then I'd be like, you can take a shit on that.
Yeah.
And sit in it. But
with this, I am kind of interested in keeping watch over CD Projekt Red because they might be the next GameStop stonks move, depending on where this goes.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Well, boys, do we have anything else?
I think that's it for the podcast.
Does it on my end.
Well, for all you lovely podcast viewers, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you stay up to date on all things TGB. Thank you for checking out the podcast rewind. If you are in the stream right now, stick around because if you saw on our social medias earlier, we're doing a double header. So coming up next, yep, we're running.
It's Joe's call.
We're running our challenge. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Bye, bitches.